Satisfye has been making grips for the Nintendo Switch since basically the beginning. They were one of the first ones to have one of the more premium grips for the Switch. It was basically them and Skull & Co., and then kind of everybody else. Satisfye started out with the Switch Grip Pro, then did some refining. Then we got the ZenGrip Pro, which was basically the same thing, but it also fit an OLED. Now we have the ZenGrip Ronin, which is basically the evolution of the ZenGrip Pro. This thing's pretty cool. I am gonna go over everything that I got from Satisfye. They did send this in the mail for this review. It's not a sponsored video, but they did send the grip, and they also sent the slim case. This is actually a new slim case. We're gonna talk about this too. It's got some different features than the previous slim case did, but we'll get into that later. Do me a quick favor, if you are not subscribed to this channel, make sure you go down there, get subscribed. Check the description while you're down there too. There's a link to our podcast channel. We do a podcast every Thursday night over there. You can also find that anywhere you listen to podcasts, so check that out. I do appreciate it, but let's go ahead and get into this. Now, the thing about the Ronin grip, the main thing that they've changed here is this grip is now dockable. If you look at the Switch Grip Pro here, you can see this is the older version, but it's basically the same shape as the ZenGrip Pro. So if you take a look at the design here, obviously you can see this thing is not going in a dock. It's got these big feet, it's got this giant thick bar on the back. This is not going into a dock, clearly, which kind of was a problem. This is one reason why I didn't really like this grip as much as I like something like maybe the Skull & Co. And even at first, the Skull & Co.'s weren't technically supposed to be docked. I'm gonna do another video comparing the Skull & Co. and the Satisfye, so we're not gonna get too far into that in this video. But as you can see here, obviously, yes, this thing docks with absolutely no problem. It's not too tight in there. Obviously not covering up any of the venting or anything like that. It docks perfectly, exactly how you would expect it to dock. Now, I do wanna take the Switch out here so I can show you what's going on in here. As far as these little rubber grips go right here, it's gonna be the same thing you had in the ZenGrip Pro. It's all basically the same on the sides. And they did say that they're not gonna discontinue the ZenGrip Pro. That's still gonna be an option for people who want it. This is just another option, a dockable option. So if you do like that one better, it's not going anywhere, it's gonna be there. But as you can see here, the big difference is this thing's got a big cutout here. They've moved the little legs over to the side, so they're not in the middle. They're not gonna be in the way of the dock. You're gonna be able to put this thing in there. And it also has this giant cutout, just like the Skull & Co. one does, the Neo Grip. Obviously, that is so you can use the kickstand on the OLED. The OLED kickstand is the full back. If you have one, you already know that. As far as putting this thing in, they recommend just pushing down on the Joy-Cons. It does slide right in, easy. Once it's in there, it holds, obviously. If you've had one of these things before, you know it's not going anywhere. They hold in there very well. It's just pressure fit. I know a lot of people are gonna ask about this. It is a little bit more flexible than the other one. It's a little bit more flexible. It's not as thick. So obviously it's gonna have a little bit more give. It's still built very, very, very well. The materials are the same. It's got the same rubber grips on the back. Those feel great. And if you know anything about Satisfye grips, you know that this side is offset, so it kind of positions your hand over that stick a little bit better. A lot of people really like that. That's something you know, it is what it is. It's fine. I don't hate it. It's not really something I need. But you can see here on the back, the kickstand does open right up. Not a problem there. It's got a little something extra on the back here I want to show you. If you can look right in here, there's two little slots on the side, and these are gonna be for adding extra games. If you wanna carry a couple extra game carts with you, you can put them in there, or maybe you wanna take a bunch of games with you and you filled up all the spots in your case and you need more spots. They're there. I'm all digital, so it doesn't really matter. This doesn't really do anything for me. I was worried about them being uncomfortable when you're playing. You do feel them. So if this is something that may bother you, if it's something that you think might be a little bit of an issue, you can feel them. They are holes. It doesn't bother me a lot. I do find myself messing with the little openings, but not a big deal unless that's something that really bothers you. So as far as the way this one feels, it's gonna be the exact same as every other Satisfye grip. They've just really made changes to make it dockable, added a few little quality of life things here. I do like the way this one looks better. I didn't really like this look. I didn't like the two bars coming down in the back. I like that they're offset way over to the side, and you can still stand it up with the 2 feet. So if you're somebody who likes to just put your Switch down and not lay it all the way down, you can do that with this. I do have a little bit of an issue with the way that it's cut out for the kickstand. I'm glad it's cut out for the kickstand. But this has basically the same problem that the Neo Grip has. If you have the big grips that are about this size on the Neo Grip, having the ability to put the kickstand out really doesn't matter all that much because you're getting such an extreme angle. You can't actually use the kickstand. You can't use it the way you would normally use it if you didn't have a grip. It won't really stand up at a normal angle. It's got to be a pretty extreme angle. So it's kind of pointless, in my opinion, to be able to use the kickstand. With the Neo Grip, you do have some other options. So I kind of get that. With this, I mean, unless you really want that extreme angle, you're basically looking down at it on the table. It's a little bit of an angle, but if that's something you want, you can use the kickstand. I feel like that's kind of pointless. I feel like you might as well just use the feet. It is flat at that point, but I mean, that's really just being nitpicky. It does have that same floating design, so really nothing in there except the rubber is touching your Switch. I know a lot of people with the Neo Grip and some other grips are worried about it scratching their Joy-Cons or the back of the Switch. With this, the only thing touching the Switch are these red little rubber pieces right here. You can see them on the sides. Again, they're on the back. It floats inside there, so you don't have to worry about your Switch getting scratched up. But let's go ahead and move on to this case. Now, they did offer a slim case that looked a little bit like this in the past. They have changed this slightly. I'm not exactly sure how much has changed as far as the inside, except for the top lid. As you can see here, it's got these little raised areas for the sticks. This is gonna be something like a Tom Talk. If you look at the Tom Talks, they've had that since day one. The sticks kind of sit inside of here. Just gives them a little bit of extra protection. I do love my Tom Talk cases, but they don't make a case that will fit the Satisfye grip. So that's where this one's gonna come in. And this is a very nice case. All the materials, really nice, just like the old ones. They were also very nice. Zippers are pretty nice. Nice carry strap here. As you can see, when you open it up here, you can see the little indents they have there for the sticks. That's a nice touch. I do like that they're protected in there. It's got a flap inside here for 10 games. You're gonna be able to hold that. But this is where this case these cases are so nice. The insides are basically custom molded to fit the grip. And I think if you're interested in just this slim case, they are selling this separately. So if you have a regular ZenGrip Pro, that's also gonna fit in here just fine. So no worries there. But you know, the inside of this, it's so soft, it's so nice. And as you can see, it just fits right down in there. It is custom molded. Nothing's moving around in there. It is a very nice case. There's not a whole lot to go over with it. They are selling it separately. You could get it in a bundle. You can get the Ronin grip by itself. You can get it in white. You can get it in black. They do have a Mythic Edition, which is gonna be the one that matches the gold Zelda Joy-Cons. That has its own case as well. So I'll show you guys some images of that here so you can see what that looks like. But all these are very nice. If you like Satisfye grips, if that's your thing, and you wanted your Satisfye grip to be dockable, if that was your one thing, you were like, man, I just love my grip, but I wish I'd have to take it out to put it in the dock. Your prayers have been answered. This is on pre-order right now. I do believe they're gonna be shipping them out in November. Let me go ahead and check real quick for you to make sure. Yes, pre-order right now. It's shipping November. There's no actual date on the website yet, but I did want to go ahead and let you guys know. I forgot, there is one other way that you can buy this. You can buy this with their full-size case. The full-size case has a lot of room for a lot more stuff. I have a full video on that case, the older grips. I'll link that at the end if you want to know a little bit more about that. You can definitely check that out. I'll have a link to their website down below in the description if you want to go check this out and get it pre-order. But that is really going to do it for this one, guys. If you're looking for a dockable grip, this is a good option. I am gonna do another video comparing this grip with the Neo Grip. We have two dockable grips from basically the best two manufacturers of grips for the Nintendo Switch right now, so we gotta put those head to head. That'll be coming up soon, but that is all I have for this one, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.